What's going on, guys? Today we're back with another video, and we're going to be doing the 2 wins in free-for-all, and I'm going to try to, tell a couple stories and, make it kind of funny. So, yeah, let's hop into a game and let's see what story I come up with. Alright, so we had to play a team deathmatch game because, apparently no one plays free-for-all in this game anymore. But I have a story, when I was in, like, 3rd, 4th grade, somewhere in there. And, just being the normal 3rd or 4th grader I was, not really that normal. I actually, I caused a lot of trouble in elementary school. But, in 3rd or 4th grade, me and my friend, Nick, we both were inside the lunch line, right? We had to wait in a line. We were getting our bagel pizza or whatever it was. And, we used to walk through the line, and then he would take a milk and he would shake it up, and then it would, explode and go everywhere. Or it really didn't go everywhere. It was just like a little fountain. Like, it would just go all over the floor right where he was. But, I thought it was the coolest thing ever to do that. Like, just to shake it up, squeeze it a little bit, and like it made a little fountain thing, and the fountain came out. I thought that was really cool. And, every day, me and him would be walking in line. We'd be walking down, going to get our pizza or whatever we wanted that day. And, we would, walk down the line and go get our pizza. And then one day we were both doing it. He did it. And then, I thought, or he did it, and then it made the little fountain thing, just like it was like the tiniest one he ever did before. And I took one, and there was this girl that was standing in front of us. Well, I took it, shook it up, and I squeezed it. And I mean, I squeezed this thing, because I didn't think nothing was going to happen different. I thought it was just going to be like a little water fountain, how it was before. No. This thing exploded, and I mean, it exploded to the point where it hit, like, almost hit the roof, exploded. And, like, we only used to have these little cartons. Like, they weren't, I don't even know how to explain it, but they were little. They weren't, like, no big amount of milk. But, dude, like, I would have never known that this much milk was inside this little thing, that it could cause this much of a mess. Not only did it get all over the milk cart that we would, the little lunch lady would come around and she'd be pushing around and be like, oh, what kind of milk do you want? There was chocolate, white milk, strawberry milk, whatever it was. And, I grabbed mine, he grabbed his, and we shook it up, and he squeezed it, made the little fountain, and I squeezed it, and it exploded. Well, it went all over this girl in front of me, and it went all over the little milk cart and all that stuff. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was standing there in line like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get yelled at, I'm about to get another, like, little trouble slip or whatever it's called. I thought it was over for me. I thought I was about to get grounded again because, I've gotten many other, little trouble slip, like, write-up things. And, it was scary. Let's just put it that way. So, I got sent to the office, obviously. After I cleaned up the mess, I got sent to the office. And the principal asked me, what were you trying to do? I'm the type of kid that, I don't throw people under the bus. I don't like to, mention names or anything like that. So, I took the full blame for it. I didn't say, my friend showed me how to do it or anything like that, because, you just shouldn't do that to your friends. Especially, when they show you something. But, he showed me this, and I got in trouble for it, so it was my fault. But no, he asked me, he was like, what were you thinking when you shook that up and squeezed it? I was like, I knew it was going to explode, but I didn't think it was going to explode as much as it did. So, he gave me a little, like a slip that I have to get signed by my mom, that, if she didn't sign it, then I would have 2 days suspended from school. Well, 2 days suspended from school, I thought it was going to be the coolest thing ever. I didn't think I thought I was going to get 2 days off of school. My mom wasn't going to think nothing of it. I'll just say I forgot it in my locker. And no, it didn't go like that at all. And, I thought that was the coolest thing in school. Well, when I got on the bus and I was, on the way home, dude, this, I don't know how to explain it. Whatever it was just tearing me apart. I didn't know what to do. Whether to just, I didn't know whether just to, not give it to her, or, have my mom actually sign it, and then I just get in trouble for whatever I did, right? No, it didn't work like that at all. Okay. It didn't work like that at all. Like, the terror of just knowing my mom was gonna find out just killed me. So I was like, I went up to this girl on my bus and was like, do you know how to write in cursive? And she was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, do you think you can print, like, write my mom's name in cursive on this paper? You know, I thought she was gonna be able to do it. Well, the problem is that my mom's actual name is Patricia, and you know, being the little kid I was, everyone called her Ann because no one like would run around and be like, hey, we'll walk around and be like, hey, Patricia or anything like that. For some reason, you know, everyone just calls my mom Ann. Well, you know, that's what I knew. I knew that everyone called her Ann. I wasn't thinking straight, so I had her put Ann right on the paper, just A-N-N. That's it. And you know, or A-N-N-E. And you know, I thought it was gonna be okay. I thought I was gonna be able to turn the paper in, and you know, the teachers or no one would yell at me. No, it. You know, knowing that I was in like 2nd grade, telling a 5th grader that she knew how to write in cursive to print write my mom's name, it didn't go very well for me. It was just, so you know, after the next day, you know, I shoved that paper in my bag. I went home thinking it was just a normal old day. My mom didn't know about the paper yet, none of that stuff. And I just go upstairs to my room. I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, I just pulled this off. Well, you know, the next day, I go to school. I have to go to the office, hand the paper in, and I hand the paper in, and not even 15 minutes later, after I get to the class, the teacher sends me, like the teacher says, oh, you got called down to the office, and I was like, okay, you know, not thinking straight at all. I wasn't thinking that it was for this reason, for the reason that, you know, she wrote on there. I thought she was getting called down to say like, oh, you did a good job, you know, you actually turned the paper in, you know, thank you, or just something like that. No, I got called down there, and she's like, what is this? And I said, that's the paper my mom signed that you told me to get signed last night. She's like, do I look dumb to you? I was like, no, you don't look dumb at all. You know, knowing me in 3rd or 4th grade, I was thinking in my head like, oh my gosh, I should have totally told you yes. It would have been so funny. You know, yeah, that's just what I thought. You know, so she's like, do you think I'm dumb? I'm like, no. So like, I start freaking out a little bit. I'm like, she doesn't really know, does she? Is she just trying to like just get it out of me, like what I did? But, you know, she's like, you think I'm dumb or whatever? No. Then she's like, who signed this? And I said, my mom did. She said, oh, really? Does your mom have, you know, 5th grader handwriting? And I said, no, she doesn't. She's like, well, why does this look like a 5th grader, you know, wrote this for you, or put this on here for your mom? And I said, I said, my mom did that, but she doesn't have 5th grader handwriting. So she was like, how does this add up? If your mom doesn't have 5th grader handwriting, then how did she write this? So, you know, long story short, she found out I had to take the paper home to my mom. The principal crossed out the name, and you know, crossed out the name that the 5th grader wrote. I had to give it to her, and the principal actually called my mom this time, so like my mom knew it was coming. There was no, you know, getting out of it or anything like that. I had to give it to my mom, because if I would have tried doing it again, you know, she would have knew. I just wanted to say before the next clip started that I lost the footage at the beginning of this game, and now we're talking about a trip line that me and my friend made inside of elementary school, and you know, I just lost the footage, so yeah, this is just like a makeup thing, that way you know what I'm talking about when it starts. You know, we set it all up, you know, and then like the aides are blowing the whistles to say that, you know, we have to go in, you know, it's time to go. And, you know, we go in or whatever, and everyone comes running to, like, because we all had to line up and make sure everyone's there before we go in, that we don't leave no one outside. And everyone's running to come line up, you know, they're not paying attention. And this, like, one guy trips over it, and he doesn't actually fall completely. He trips over it, I guess, and he laughs, you know, he's like, aha, that was funny. And this girl comes around. I mean, she had, like, these big boots on. She thought that she was all this, you know, comes running by, and, you know, all of a sudden she trips on it, and she just goes face first into the concrete, bites the concrete. You know, as she tripped over it, she was screaming, so her mouth was open, all this. You know, I thought it was going to be over. She got up, and her mouth was all bloody. Her teeth were, like, her front tooth was all, like, deformed, all this kind of stuff. You know, I didn't know what to do. I thought it was over. Like, I thought I was going to get held back or something. Like, I was so happy I was leaving the elementary school. But, you know, you know, she did that. The aide came over and was like, who did this? And this was like an aide, like an older aide that's been working there for a long time and like knew how everything was set up. Like if you change something, you know, she would be the one to notice. But, you know, we did this, and she was like, who did this? You know, and obviously I owned up to it. My friend owned up to it. That way no one, that way it just didn't take an all-day type of thing. But, you know, she took us to the office, and, you know, this girl's just sitting there. The ambulance had to come. They had to load her up inside the ambulance and drive her off. And, you know, when she came back, her whole, like, top jaw line, like, all her teeth and her top jaw were chipped. And oh my gosh, it was nasty. Like, it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Thank God, you know, 5th grade, all the teeth that were chipped, she, like, didn't lose yet or something like that. Like, you know, I don't know what it was, but all I know is that by 6th grade, by the end of the summer after 5th grade, she was perfectly fine. Like, when she came back, you know, obviously I said I was sorry or whatever because I just felt terrible. I thought I just ruined this chick's life because I thought she was going to have crooked teeth. Like, she was not that bad looking to be in 5th grade, you know, because you know how everyone's like, you know, from 5th grade to 6th grade, everyone's going through like a phase. Everyone's going through like different changes and how their body's going to react to different things and things like that. But, you know, I just wasted that. But, you know, she came back. I said I was sorry. But, I mean, this was like the most bloodiest, like, teeth missing thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was so nasty. Where's this guy at? Oh, he just got denied. But yeah, it was the worst thing I've ever done to someone. Like, I just felt so bad. Another little story before the game ends. You know, we used to have a tire swing in my backyard. You know, you know, if anyone's never had a tire swing in their life or whatever, it's just like a big tire on a rope tied to a branch of a tree. But, you know, I thought, you know, when my stepdad first put it up, we were on it 24/7. Like, we just never put it down, never let it go. You know, every time I'd come home from school, I'd hop up on it, you know, swing back and forth on it. Well, one day, me and my brother, you know, we were like the devil duo or whatever. You know, we would just do the most stupidest things. Well, my brother would hang onto the rope and not even use the swing, and he'd just swing on the rope. Well, you know, my little cousin, she lives with us, and she thought that it was the coolest thing ever that he was doing that. So, you know, but how he was doing it was pretty much, I was swinging him around on the rope. Like, there was no stopping him or anything like that. After I let go, he had to just hold on and hope to God he didn't let go. Well, my little cousin, I guess she didn't know that or something like that. So when she hopped on it and she was going to do it, she let go and got flung like 10 feet in the air and like hit the ground, and it was like a big thud, and I thought she was dead. She just didn't get up. She was laying on the ground. She was just like, she was panting for air because she got hit the ground so hard. She was like, and like I thought it was over. Like I got in trouble. Obviously I was like grounded from the tire swing or something like that. But, you know, thought I would share a couple funny stories that I had. We got 2 more wins. I think we got 42 wins out of 75. You know, we're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get those 10 rare cases in that melee weapon or that ranged weapon. But yeah, if you like the video, you know, like it, comment, subscribe. I'm hoping to change a couple things on my YouTube page in a couple days once my computer gets hooked back up. But you know, have a picture, things like that. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see more, leave a comment. And yeah, see ya.